Hey guys, Ethan Entertainment back here with a series of unfortunate events Minecraft update. And today we are going to be discussing the fourth book and the last book I've made so far, The Miserable Mill. And in this one they go to the Lucky Smells Lumber Mill, which is in Poultryville. And you'll see what happens. But I do want to point out that I won't be doing as many as I have been doing of these in the next few weeks, whenever this is posted, most likely in the next few weeks, because books 5 through 9, yes, will be coming out March 30th on Season 2, but it takes a lot longer than you think just to make one of these. But without further ado, let's get to The Miserable Mill. So, we start in the Finite Forest, and there is a VFD chest right up there, VFD 41. And so when you go towards it, you can see a lot of the things that are in the mill. And, well, it says we, com, to, pal, rai, il, e. Because as I've discussed before, I'm more basing this off of the Netflix series. So, I'm making this look burned down instead, because in the book it says that it's just a bad town and there's like a post office with a shoe instead of a flag. I didn't really want to build all that because I didn't have a lot of room right in between here. So I just did like the Netflix show where everything looked kind of burnt down and bad. Oh, and there's another VFD. Wait, is that 4-2? Okay, and as if the letters were burned off. I've been taking a lot of time doing this one. And so now we enter and there are just a bunch of stuff right here. Okay, now we enter the Lucky Smells Lumber Mill, and this is it. It does not look good, but in the book it's supposed to have a dirt ground, not a lot of stuff, and the eye-shaped building, which in the book was an actual eye-shaped building, but I based it off the Netflix series where they just had an eye-shaped window, which didn't really work out as well as I thought, but it's good. And so we have right in front of us, this is probably the nicest building of them all, and this is the administration office where Sir and Charles normally are, and there's just like wood paintings of wood, because this is a lumber mill, and this is Sir's office with his desk and just some decoration on the sides and a rug. And then here is, in every book there's a library, I think. But right in here there is the library, which sadly only has 3 books. In the book, The Miserable Mill, the library only has 3 books. Encyclopedia, nope. Something about eyes, something about the town of Poultryville, and I don't remember the other one, man. Oh, and there's another VFD thing. I've shown you 3 so far. Okay. And I know where the other 2 are. So, our next place we're going to go into is actually going to be the dormitory, which is not very well lit, and it just has rows of ickily colored bunk beds. And I thought I knew where they were. Oh, I know where they are, yeah. And so that's just a table with some things on it. Nothing too fancy in here. Oh, and in the book, there was a piece of paper with some stuff drawn on it with a ballpoint pen, but I'm not very good at designing banners, so I just left it blank as white. And so if we go over to the actual like workplace, this is probably one of my favorite rooms I've built so far, one of my favorite places I've built so far. I love how it looks. It looks very bad, but I love how the machinery and stuff. And so here is the conveyor belt that goes into the saw where Charles's foot was slit, if I do say so myself. And then, but it's normally for the wood. And then over here is just some controls that would be for the stamping machine, which is where Phil's knee was bad. And here are the little green boxes of gum, which I've put 8 in every box. Wait, what is that on the inside? Never mind. Okay, yeah, sure. And then right here is the pile of debarkers. And here is the machine with the yarn, which is... Oh, and there's the other VFD, which is the one in the book. And the yarn machine is not in the Netflix series. And here's just a pile of wood that is just kind of here. Nothing special. And then my favorite probably is the pincher machine, which has a little claw that would pick up the wood and then lay it down to be debarked and then put it on the saw to make boards and then tie up the boards in the yarn machine and then stamp it. And then off it goes. I know a lot about the Lucky Smells lumber mill. And then you follow the puzzle path over to Dr. Orwell's office. And when you go in, it looks nice enough. Be an optometrist's office. Nice, pretty good. And then when you go on the second floor, this I made look like files, kind of. And there's the last one. Of them all. I just made it look like files. And then in here, I just had, in the office itself, I had a bunch of white banners hanging to show like the thing where it has the big letters and then the smaller letters and the smaller letters, because those are normally on white paper. And here is a seat in front where they would do an eye exam on the little screen. And then some buttons and levers, and then a little seat. This looks very, like, minimalistic, but I think to make it look very industrial and futuristic, sort of, it needs to be minimalistic. And there's a window overlooking emptiness, the roof, and the other books. There's The Marvelous Marriage. And, that is all I have for Book 4, The Miserable Mill. And, the back to Spawn is hidden in this pile of logs. And, you spawn right in front of the Austere Academy, which I haven't started working on, and I won't start working on for a good amount of time. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.